we have more um, uh, numbers going to come out. David Van Risgem is going to present some numbers. I'll have to see his numbers. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. Some things to think about. When you are talking numbers, we have to go along with the numbers. You have to ask questions. One, what do the numbers represent? Number two, what are the reporting criteria for those numbers? So, it's like you have deaths or COVID cases or deaths from COVID. Where do they come up with these numbers? Are there comorbidities? Were they on death's door and the coronavirus just kicked them through it? Or what? Apparently in Italy, the numbers were, if they had coronavirus, it was just, and they died, it was coronavirus. And all of the other issues that were about to kill these people were left out of the reporting. So when you examine the numbers in comparison to the normal death rate, the numbers appear to be extremely small. And the numbers of deaths, when you start looking at the other things that were killing these people already, they become just pretty much in line with the normal death rate. So, as I have said time and again, I believe that the vast majority of this is hype. Certainly, the dictatorial grab is using the hype, using the fear-mongering, which, by the way, remember, that's how media makes its money. You don't turn in unless there's a crisis. I don't tune in unless there's a crisis. Except now that I'm doing this, I tend to tune in just to look for production value things that I never paid attention to before. But without a crisis, you're not going to be tuning in.
Okay, and yeah, I need to talk about the numbers. All right, here's the deal on the numbers. We don't even know which numbers we can rely on, and it is early. The numbers, the largest group of numbers, the largest modeling, if you will, you'll hear people talking about modeling so that we can forecast what's ahead based on what's behind us or what's under the belt, well, here's the deal. China, we don't know what's true because they've lied so many times. They're motivated to lie. They have propensity to lie. I would not trust China on any reporting of this. Now, if you've got some direct impact with people who you can be confident that they're actually telling you the truth without fear of recompense, such as the doctor who first reported this and now is dead, and ostensibly reported that he died of the very disease he tried to warn us about. So we've got that. But my concern is we're using the wrong numbers to determine the death rate. We're looking at those people who have contracted the disease, and then we're comparing it to those who have died from the disease. Well, the problem is most people who have contracted the disease are still fighting off the disease. We don't know what their ultimate situation is going to be. So the best numbers we can look at is those who have recovered versus those who have succumbed to and died from this disease. And early on, of course, it's going to look like, everybody dies, right? Because if nobody's yet recovered, and this is an illness that you got to plan on a couple weeks, quite often 3 weeks or more before there's a recovery. Most of the people who've contracted the disease still have it. And thus, the numbers look, skewed to like, gosh, half the people are dead who've contracted the disease. But again, that's because you're comparing, people who've recovered to people who've succumbed and died. So we've got that.